We talked about repair kits like 2 or 3 weeks ago and specifically mentioned Apple announced it and just I think they announced it in September of November.
Yeah.
We're in April now. This will come out almost in May.
I just remember that a couple of weeks ago, I was with Brandon and he like broke the back of his iPhone and we went to the Apple store together and he brought it up to the employee there. He was like, so what about that self-fixing Apple repair like program? And they were like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. And so we came back to the studio and we were like, wait, wasn't that supposed to be a thing? Yep. And the people gave them like a ton of props for like aiding right to repair and all those things.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all eager to give them credit for any right to repair just because we want it to actually happen. But it did release this week.
It did release this week.
So it's finally here. This is after Samsung and Google both just released a partnership with iFixit, and I believe also like Valve and Microsoft were doing stuff as well. It seems like repairability is becoming a thing. And I do think a lot of it has to do with potential repairability scores coming in other countries and hopefully to the US. But so they announced it. They have, when you go to their website, there's now a self-repair link, I guess, that leads you to, you read the manual first, then you can order the parts. It's all pretty, I want to say straightforward. Repairing stuff is never straightforward. It's not an easy task.
It's not straightforward. It's complicated.
Did you get a chance to look at any of it?
I did look at the manuals. They are pretty well designed manuals.
They are.
But I think the one thing that people are pointing out is that you're only saving a little bit of money if you do it yourself. So for a battery, it's $60 to just get a replacement battery at Apple. And if you buy the battery repair kit, it's like $59. But if you send your old battery back, they give you like a $20 discount or something.
Now, is it $50 for the battery? Because it
60.
60. So it's like $49 for the rental stuff, right?
Do you need the rental stuff?
Oh, maybe not for a battery. Maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't know if you need that for a battery. They have like a kit you can get though
for the battery
for everything. I believe.
For everything.
To open it up.
Some of the things on there are super intense.
Yeah,
there's like a
whole press for the screen.
And there's there's a different one to take the screen off. It looks like it's like 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. Big thing that would have to go on your desk, and it basically it like warms the screen up, suction cups it, and then pulls it off.
I imagine that it's probably for repair centers that are not like official Apple places that want to do it for other people.
That's what I thought, but there is a part in their newsroom article that says the rental kits will ship to customers for free. So the fact that they're putting the term customers in there, and it also says Apple tools available to customers on self-service repair store are the same that are used by the Apple Repair Network.
Wow. That's a situation.
Yeah, can you imagine just being like, I want to save like $20?
I feel like the shipping on that is going to cost Apple more than $20.
It feels kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if we want to jump back to what you said about price.
We were sort of talking about this right before the podcast started. It seems like this is sort of a way for Apple to say like, hey, we will technically let you do this yourself and you will save money, but the delta is like $20.
Yeah, which I think
that's if you send your old part back.
If you send it back, I think we agreed. I think Mark has agreed with us. And I saw a bunch of comments on Reddit is like, you're saving $20 to $30, which seems totally reasonable for labor for someone else
to do. That's insanely cheap for labor, especially for something that's like a little difficult and you could potentially break your device.
Yeah.
That's why most repair shops are like $100 because if they break the part, they have to buy another one. And then the time it takes, like that's going to take you probably an hour.
And
you
shipping.
Have to be really careful. And
if you
shipping,
want a week, if you go to a store, you might be able to have it the same day.
Like,
and most of us don't have a backup phone or the time to wait for like a screen press to ship to you and then learn how to do that.
I mean, if you're able to use that press to fix other people's devices, is that the case, or do you have to send it back within a specific
period of time? I don't know. There
time?
Also was on the site a part that just showed the flat out price for some of those. I believe they were like $200 to $300, which I thought was kind of cheap. So I'm wondering if they're also doing that to help potentially stores who are non-Apple authorized stores, people like Louis Rossmann and stuff like that, to have some of the genuine parts.
I'm going to have to listen to his take on this whole thing to see what he thinks.
Really good point.
He's a guy that's actually repairing Apple stuff.
Yeah, we should probably try and get him on at sometime soon to see what he thinks about this. So all of that felt kind of strange and almost not unnecessary, but it feels like the harder thing to do than to go get it fixed, right?
Yeah.
My initial thought on this was if we do see repairability scores or they're in other places, this is going to automatically make their score better, right? It's going to make their number on that score better, which will look better to selling it.
This is true. Like we talked about on the Right to Repair deep dive episode, like countries like France will have full repairability scores that are like put on the boxes of things.
And on the websites as well, like right next to the buy button. And there was a study that showed a very large amount of people, if a phone were the same price or even slightly different, they would pick the one with the better score, even if they've been using a device before.
It's kind of like a review in a way, right? And it gives you that peace of mind that you're going to be able to fix it.
So it only goes back to the iPhone 12.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm guessing that's just because it was last generation and they maybe don't have, I don't know what they're doing with all the parts of the old stuff. So I'm hoping, you know, when the iPhone 16 is out, they still have repairability for iPhone 12. We don't know that right now.
Yeah, I mean, if you bought, like, Apple Care is what, 3 years?
I don't know. I've never had an iPhone.
I believe Apple Care lasts 3 years. I need to double check that. But
I thought it was 2. I'll double check now.
You might be right. But I'm pretty sure Apple probably has parts for iPhone 11s. They still sell iPhone 11s, which means they almost definitely have parts.
So I think you'll probably see being able to order iPhone 12 stuff for a while. Just right now, it's only 2 generations because it's a whole new program and everything.
No, David's correct. 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Cool. So if it's 3 years, like if they can repair your iPhone 11, you should probably be able to as well. And that feels a little seedy because it's kind of like, well, if people have iPhone 11s and they break, they should they're like trying to get you to upgrade to an iPhone 13 or 14.
Yeah,
you know, it's going to be the people with the 11s and with the 10s that are going to start needing fixing or just to get a new phone, and they want you to get a new phone.
I would venture that would be their reasoning for that is if you're on a 4-year-old phone, it's like, oh, you're probably thinking of upgrading soon already. If you're on a brand new 13, you're probably like, I want to get this fixed. I just got this phone. Whether that's the right reason of thinking or not is another question.
I think it would be really fun. We'll see if we can make this happen, but it would be really fun for us to try to repair.
100% want to do this. With Apple products, I want to try it with Google and Samsung. I want to see what all of them are like and what all these kits are like.
All of this said and done, though, I mean, the fact that you can is good.
We might be ripping this apart, but the fact that Apple's taking a step, I think a lot of people are going to be super pumped about just the manuals being out because that's been a huge thing Louis Rossman's talked about, I think mostly with MacBooks, and we don't see that right now. But just seeing manuals of internals of things is, I think, a good step.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people thought that was ever going to happen.
Yeah, especially with Apple, right?
Especially with Apple,
yeah.
So all in all, really cool. Like you said, we should definitely do like a studio video. I want to try it really bad. I really want to try it. And I want to see if they actually ship those giant press things or whatever.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
But that sounds really cool. We'll see how it goes in the future.
Thank you, people of the internet, for watching that clip. It was a great time.
It was a lot of fun. I actually heard if you hit the subscribe button under here, it guarantees that the Pixel Watch comes out in 2022.
Oh, is that
just a little rumor? The rumor got left at a bar, so I'm not totally sure how accurate it is.
Well, my friend his uncle works at Google. He told me that if you hit the like button, the Pixel Watch will have 4 more days of battery for every person that likes this video.
That's unheard of.
But my friend's uncle works at Google, so he can
definitely works at Google.
Yeah, for sure.
And if you don't comment on this video, your friend's uncle will probably ban them from YouTube forever. But you can still watch the clips.
Oh yeah,
we've gone too far.
Only Waveform clips. I'll be the only channel that you're subscribed to.
It doesn't sound that bad.
No, that's a great time.
But you should still comment, like, subscribe.
It's the only channel I'm subscribed to.
What about the regular podcast?
Nah.